What it do, peeps? It's the Beat Chef for Watch the Damn Tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. To my new subscribers, I thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the show. Hope you get something out of the content. To my old subscribers, my day ones, I appreciate you for rocking with your boy and helping me continue to build this platform as we push our way to 1,000 subscribers. One of the most entertaining games of the weekend had to be the Valkyries going to Las Vegas to play the Aces again. The first time these two teams played in Vegas, Vegas got the doors blown off of them. Natalie Nakasi outclassed and outcoached Becky Hammond. This game was even better. This game went down to the wire. This was a war. 23-21 at the end of the first quarter. It was a slugfest. I mean, a scoring fest. Hardly no defense. Both teams shot a high percentage. The Valkyries shot 51%, shot 37% from three, shot 83% from the 3-point line. The Aces shot 54% from the field, 28% from three, and 85% from the 3-point line. From the free throw line. A'ja Wilson. This was their first game back from hurting that wrist. They lost. The Aces lost a couple days before to the Mystics. Jackie Young missed the layup at the end of the game. Sonya Citron grabbed the rebound, secured the win. The Valkyries were coming off a win against you know who, the Fever. We all know that loss that the Fever took. And that was a dismantling. So this game, like I said, all these teams are right in a row. The Aces, the Fever, and the Valkyries. The Valkyries are above both those teams, but both teams are trying to get to 500. The Aces were trying to get to 500, and the Valkyries are trying to stay afloat. The second half was a barn burner. Jackie Young balled out of control. Not sure what's going on with Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray, I have suspicion that it has to do with Unrivaled. She just looks a little off. 33 minutes, 2 of 7, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 6 points, 6 assists. She had more spunk in Unrivaled than she's got in the WNBA. And I just think that Unrivaled is wearing on her. So that All-Star break will be good for Chelsea Gray. Alyssa Smith doesn't really do much. She just got there. She's only been there a handful of games. 9 minutes, only had 2 points. A'ja Wilson was the gold standard in this game. 33 minutes, 34 points. Put that work in. 16 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal. Filled the stat sheet up. 12 of 16, 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Jewel Lloyd had a decent game. 31 minutes, 4 of 11. Hit some big shots. Hit some big threes in this game. Some big key threes to help extend this lead. Because like I said, this game came down to the wire. Had 15 points. Jackie Young was a nightmare. Jackie Young was driving to the hole, getting contact. 11 of 11 from the free throw line, 9 of 14 from the field, had 30 points, 6 assists, balled out of control. This team does not get hardly anything from their bench. Aaliyah Nye played 20 minutes, only had 4 points, didn't hit a 3. Dana Evans, 3 of 5, 8 points, and Megan Gufferson had 5 points. Kia Stokes, who's now been put to the bench for Alyssa Smith, 3 minutes, only had a bagel. They didn't even play Christian Bell. Not a lot of assists, 21 assists, but they didn't turn the ball over that much. 9 turnovers. When they played the Mystics, they played so sloppy. The Golden State Valkyries, Kayla Thornton, 3 of 9, 1 of 4 from 3, had 10 points, had 9 rebounds. T.U.S.S.L.E, probably her best game since coming back from the Euro Cup. Euro basketball, 6 of 13, had 16 points. Timmy Finbagley, 6 of 7, had 13 points. She played well. Nice defense. Nice defensively. I wish she was still with the Fever. Tiffany Hayes, 5 of 8, 16 points. Still getting it done at an older age. 4 of 7 from the field. She played well. Veronica Burton, she done cooled off. 3 of 6, only had 11 points, but had 8 assists. This game went down to the last possession. The Valkyries were down by just a little, and got the ball back with a few seconds, and got a couple attempts at the basket. Kayla Thornton stepped out and tried to hit a three with like maybe 1 second left on the clock. A few seconds. She hits the shot as time expires. It wasn't a three, it was a two, and they go down 104 to 102. That's how close. And they had 2 cracks at it. Kate Martin missed a shot wide open. Kayla Thornton got the rebound, like I said, rushed to the 3-point line and fired up a shot, but her foot was inside the line and hit it 102 to 104 with the final. This was a good game. This was a good game, and it was really a must win for the Aces, but it was more important for those when it comes to tiebreakers and standings, because the Aces need it. The Aces are not in playoff contention right now, but they dominated. They dominated in the paint. 48 points in the paint to 38 for the Valkyries, and that's really what killed it. And their coach was hot after the game. I mean, she even said about the defense. She said, even at halftime, she said, got to get these ladies inspired. Got to say something to them. Got to get them to do something. I mean, she knew it. I mean, they allowed way too much penetration. It was like Olay. It was like they were in a bullfighting arena. But that loss with the Indiana Fever win, that pushes Golden State to 7. Now Indiana is in 6th place. Golden State's in 7. The Mystics are in 8th. And the Vegas Aces are on 9th. They're 10 and 11. The Mystics play the Storm tonight. That's something to look for if you're a Fever fan, because you still got to play the Mystics in a couple, this month. And you got a couple more games against the Mystics, actually. So, yeah, you want to stack up as many wins as you can, especially against the Eastern Conference opponents, because you played them more than anything. But, yes, this was a huge win. This was a huge win for the Fever today, and this was a huge loss for the Valkyries, as now the league is starting to get a grip on what they do. They ended up waiving Stephanie Talbot after this game, which is interesting. All these teams are waiving players in lieu of the deadline for tomorrow, when you can finally cut unprotected players and get them off payroll. I would not be surprised if the Fever do not cut a player tonight, cut Brianna Turner, and bring in somebody. I wouldn't be surprised, but the Aces did their thing in this game, got that big win, and it's going to be interesting down the stretch to watch the Fever, the Valkyries, the Mystics, and the Aces as they go along, because they're all right around that 500 mark, and every time one wins, one goes up. When somebody loses, they go down. They can go down 1 spot or 2 spots. But right now, the way it is, like I said, 6, 7, 8, 9, Indiana Fever are right in the middle of the pack in the playoffs with the 6th seed. So we'll see what happens going forward. But this was a must win for the Aces, and they got it. They needed it, because the road ahead for them ain't easy either. For Aces fans, you got the Wings next, and then you got a tough game against Atlanta, and then you play Indiana. And Indiana's starting to get it together, even with Caitlin Clark injured. It's going to be an interesting month. After the All-Star break, you play the Dream and the Fever. But let me know your thoughts on this game. This was a great game. If you ain't watched this game, I'd highly advise you to watch the Valkyries and the Aces. It's going to be a nice matchup for years to come as the Valkyries build their team. And once they get that lockdown franchise star player, it's going to really be nice. But let me know your thoughts on this game. Leave your comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.